Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Cool. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to your stream tonight, this morning. What's the time where you are?
It is 12:32 a.m. on
Oh, look.
Christmas Eve.
Cool.
Yes.
Wow. That's awesome. It's Christmas Eve now for you, is that correct?
Yeah, what time is it for you there in South Africa?
It's 9:32 p.m. in South Africa, so it's Christmas Eve. So, 2.5 hours and then it'll be Christmas Day, Christmas night, whatever you want.
So
Oh no, Christmas
that's
morning.
crazy.
I know it is,
That's
eh?
nuts.
I just got a
I'm like, is
notification
it in the
that
future?
yeah, I just got a notification that you were on.
Yes. I'm like, I missed everyone so much. Okay, so let's see. So we have a couple people in here so far that said hello. JD Jenny and Day One. And my girl Inky, Crazy
Cool.
Crystal Lady, hello. I'm
Cool.
like, it says there's 22 people in here, so that's cool. I know that probably a lot of people won't be here because it's so late, but that is okay with me. So, yeah. So basically, there's my Gemini.
Yay.
So basically, I have not been live lately because I have been moving and getting everything situated in my new house. And now that that's done, I can start going live again. And I'm actually glad with the timing on that because it was like a whole bunch of shit went down. And then I had a really great excuse to not deal with like online bullshit and just concentrate on real life. And now that I'm all settled, it's like the perfect timing to come back and show the receipts, the proof and shit that I have that can help people better understand, other like aspects of what's been going on the YouTube streets.
Oh yeah. Just crazy. It's so good to see you back though, Danny. Honestly, I've missed you.
Thank you.
My like I was saying to you before, like my brain has felt violated today.
I know
Really.
I had you searching for those clips
Really.
and then I was able to find one.
You were labeled a
They
what?
said it I was when I had you like looking for those clips for me of them of Jim and X telling me that I was terminated publicly, you
Yeah.
know?
Oh my
Like I
god,
can
I
only
know.
imagine.
I know.
I
I was
ended up
just
finding it.
because I haven't, to be honest, I've not listened. To I don't go to Rumble, despite what people might think. I do not go to his channel and listen and watch and lurk and stuff. And so I had not heard any of that stuff. And when I was looking for
Oh,
that clip, I was just like, um,
yeah,
eh,
they get down and dirty on that one because
oh
that's
my god, I was
that's Jim's
yeah.
channel. Jim does what Jim wants on that channel, so
Really? It was just foul. It was just disgusting what they were saying about you, and just like I'd never heard it, and I just wanted to. I was raging. I wanted to.
well,
Yeah, yeah.
um, the sad part is that like everything was like it there's so much potential for something good to be there and it's just not, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yep.
And I think a lot of people are left feeling disappointed and maybe even regretful or just like deceived, but I'm glad that the truth is like exposing itself. It always does in due time, even if it's not on our time. It's, in the right time that everything will eventually come to light. So, you
Yep.
know,
Yeah. And I remember you saying that to me when I was going through all that crazy stuff this year with YouTube and the nastiness and stuff. And you would say the truth's always going to come out. The truth's always going to come out. And you want to believe it, and sometimes you want it on your time frame. And I just like, yep, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And it did. It did in the end.
eventually it always does. Like, that's why we just have to act with integrity and make sure that we're being honest and the truth will expose itself, you know? That's just the way that that works. Like, I know that it happened for me with Doug, and Doug got really nasty with me. And I mean, that was a situation where I was actually emotionally involved with the person. So, if I made it through that, because that really hurt my feelings at one point in time, the way that he would talk about me and the way that he just like switched up overnight. So if I was able to get over that, I could get over fucking anything on YouTube. Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't bother me as much as the shit that I've already gone through, you know?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Hey,
Absolutely. And you kind of learn a lot from you learn a lot from YouTube. Like, it's really interesting. You learn and you think, oh my God, these people are saying these horrible things about me. But at the end of the day, your family and your friends and those who matter will stick by you, and they won't listen to the bullshit.
Hey, Fumble. And you know what's fucked up too
Hey,
is that
Bumble.
there's people like Fumble who I prematurely judged based on shit that other people were saying and a little bit of what I saw from him on Johnny's show. And he's actually really fucking cool. And it's
But
like, how many
yeah,
people missed out on getting to know each other because of these fucking assholes, you know?
yeah. I've got to say the same. I prejudged him as well, and I thought he had this weird, bizarre obsession with Jim Terry, and it was just crazy shit, and I didn't like it. Um,
Really,
and
he just saw the truth,
yeah,
like a
he's
lot deeper than all of us did at that
yeah,
time.
exactly. There's some really cool people over on that channel, and what I've learned with these two clowns is they just try and divide everybody and split everybody and cause drama everywhere. It's and try and just,
Mhm.
what do we say? United we stand, united we fall, or something like that. So yeah, anyway, yeah,
United we stand, divided we fall.
yeah. And I've seen
Yeah.
this sort of bullshit before in my life where they'll just pit people against each other,
And
for
they like to
sport.
build it. They do like the thing that they do with you, like it's almost like in the military, except it's the opposite. Like, you know how in the military they'll break you down and then build you up? They like to do the opposite. They like to build people up and then tear them to fucking shreds, you know? So the
Yeah,
second that
yeah,
somebody has a really super financially successful show or a lot of views or something, that's the moment where it starts, the little digs start happening. And then it just gets progressively worse and worse, is what I've noticed that the little pattern is here, And then they try to find something that they can get someone with. But it's like, the shit that they come up with sometimes is ridiculous. I mean, I don't know how many abortions I'm gonna have according to them, or how many times. I was watching something earlier where like I was going through clips that somebody, like little 2-minute clips that somebody was sending me on Facebook Messenger. And there was one where Jim said something about my Puerto Rican Mexican gangbanger baby daddy from the MS-13.
Oh,
And
yes, yes,
I
I
was
heard
like,
that. Yeah.
bro, MS-13 is fucking Salvadorian, you idiot. Like,
Yeah.
he said all the other Hispanic cultures, but not the Salvadorians, but that's the gang that my baby daddy is supposedly from. No, actually, his family is from fucking Sinaloa, truth be told. So I mean, and why does that even matter? But it's like, why does he have to put these labels on people? I don't get it, especially when they're not even true. It's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm married to a murderer who's in the cartel, so
Well, but the crazy part about it too is that my kid's dad has never even been in a gang. Like, not never. He became a dad himself when he was 16 years old and started working and shit to raise his first son. And then, 8 years later, my son was born. It's like he's never even had time to be in a fucking gang. It's just crazy.
Yeah, and I suppose what I watching tonight, Danielle, it kind of made me laugh because Eeks and Jim were like, "Ring in, none of you ring in, you're all pussies." And so I tried ringing 9 times, and you can tell my phone number because it's an international number. I tried ringing 9 times and he never picked up, but I could see him with this kind of little smile across his face. He knew it was me, but no, you don't.
You mean he didn't answer for you?
No, but he told anybody to ring up to challenge them, and I did, but he didn't answer. I wonder why. I was like, whatever, Jim.
So he was challenging people to call in and then not answering the phone when they did. That's fucking hilarious. I wonder how many other times he does that.
Yeah, and I could actually see him looking at the phone, and I could actually see that he wasn't on the phone. So I was like, okay,
that's funny as fuck.
Never mind. So, yeah. So,
well,
yes. It was funny. It was kind of funny.
He's obviously afraid of you, Pencil.
I think I dazzle him with my brain sometimes.
Thank you, Lady Divine. And Traveling Fools, maybe I will post the link in a few minutes. I gotta get through some receipts, everybody's favorite word. But and then I'll post a link for you. But first, so maybe I should start with the point of what I'm doing here tonight. Dude, this shit is fucking delicious. It's like tropical punch flavored. Anyways, so basically I had told the people that got sorry, that got recently like quote unquote terminated from Jim and X's OTT platform. They like to throw that word around, and they did it with me. They told everyone publicly multiple times on every show that they went on starting about October 23rd that I had been terminated from their platform. And they said I'm not getting a refund for the rest of the month because my billing cycle would start over again on between the 1st and 2nd of the next month. And they said because the fact that BJ paid for my first month, so therefore I'm not. Oh, okay. Thanks, babe. Therefore, I'm not entitled to a refund for the rest of the month of October. So whatever, that's fine. Well, usually when a platform terminates you, it's not up to you to remove your payment information, right? Like if YouTube were to terminate you,
sorry, I just muted.
Oh,
because my cat was snoring, so I was going to answer it. Yeah, I mean, when it stops, YouTube does all that work. Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
if they terminate me against my will, that's not me voluntarily quitting. That's them saying we don't want you here. Therefore, it would be their responsibility to remove me from the platform and cancel my payment subscription, correct? Is that how that usually works?
Yes, exactly. I belong to a art classes thing, and that's exactly how it works. That's exactly what you're saying. Nothing to do with YouTube. This is a completely different platform. It's like an academy of art, and that's exactly what happens. So
yeah, so if I wanted to quit, then yeah, it would be up to me to cancel and remove my payment information. But if they terminated me, I would assume that there's nothing more I need to do, right? I could just sit back and that's it. So let's just show a video of them saying that on, whatever random show that they were on. So I'm going to play that real quick. I'm going to take this. Okay.
Was that couple out in Boise, Idaho, that he was a cop and she was something. They threatened us. We figured out who they were, and we blocked them after they signed up for a month. They came around the time that we did the Justin Rounds interview. Number 2, Danielle. Danielle was kicked off our platform and she was blocked. BJ, I think you even paid 1 month of her membership. She was going to do big things and have some private shows. I don't think she's done anything yet. I've heard rumors that there might have been another miscarriage. She could have had some sort of a bastard on the way, or that, there's something that's not right there with her and her boyfriend. She hasn't been anywhere. She was kicked off. This third person was Crystal Ann. Now, I don't have a
Okay, so first of all, I was not pregnant. I have been moving in with Gemini. We have a house now together.
Damn, I thought you were having triplets.
Yeah, he said on other shows that I had abortions and all kinds of shit. I was like, really? I didn't know about that, but thanks for letting me know. Like, I mean, I have the Planned Parenthood on speed dial or something, according to him, but that's beside the point. So anyways, so that's, him saying publicly that I've been terminated, I'm banned. Well, so tell me why on November 1st, I had a suspicion that they might try to do some shady shit. So I had my Cash App card stored in there as my payment. I took all the money out of my Cash App card and put it in my bank account because when I went to double check and just make sure that my card was not in their little system anymore, this is what I got. This page isn't working. And I was like, oh shit, I can't even get in there and check because the site was down all day that day. How convenient, right? I mean, I'm not saying it had anything to do with my situation, but it just so happens that this was the November 1st that I got this message. And if you go back through their videos, I'm sure that somewhere I remember them mentioning that their site had been down in case anybody was getting an error message. So I couldn't even get on to check if my card was still stored in there if I wanted to that day. So I removed all the money from my Cash App card and put it into my bank account. And then next thing you know, I get a fucking notification from Cash App saying that Jim Terry TV tried to bill me and it was denied. So then they tried to bill me again on November 4th. You could see that both those top ones are declined. And that's when I went back in the website and removed my own card from the payment section. And then what's funny is tonight, because I had said all this publicly and Mr. X didn't like that apparently, I get an email from him. Your payment cycle was blocked from Stripe on November 4th, 2023. Yeah, no shit, because I went in there and deleted it myself. And then it says, this is for this email, thealchemicalgoddess at yahoo.com. We've also deleted you as a customer some time ago. I double checked with Stripe to see if this is accurate moments ago, and it is. Okay, that's great. Yeah, I know that my payment cycle was blocked. I turned it off. So, I mean, I don't understand why he's letting me know that. Like, I did that. They didn't do that like they should have. They were the ones going around telling everyone I was terminated, but they were still going to try to get that last money from me. You know what I mean? Like, it was all a lie. They were just saying that I was terminated because they wanted to, like, embarrass me or humiliate me or, have a reason to bring me up for content so people could talk shit in the chat. Whatever they were fucking doing, but yeah, if I'm blocked, why are they trying to take money from me? Exactly.
And what cracks me up is nobody can leave their platform. Everybody has to be terminated. Like, everybody's terminated as like you've done some badass things that, it's just theoretically, hypothetically, why did you get terminated? Well, that what?
Because this is what happened. So the reason I got terminated is because I was in Fumble's chat, and while they were on either the OTT or Rumble, I can't remember which one, but BJ made a comment about Jim giving only $2 as a tip to the crab legs fucking waitress or whatever, and she goes, "Oh, Jim's gonna give her a rainbow melon tip," which was extremely rude and disrespectful. But I had said it, and I go, "Oh shit, BJ just said this." Like, it must have been on the OTT, because that's why they terminated me. Because I was disclosing, like, top secret information from their private platform that I was, we're not supposed to talk about all that or share that information. So whatever,
Right, i.e. cult-like behavior.
Yeah, so I talked about the secret information from the satanic meet. I mean, from their OTT meeting or show, whatever you want to call it. And so I was declared a suppressive person for that.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, I want to say hi to
funny,
some
but
more
not
people,
funny.
because I see a bunch of people have come in here from the chat. Let me see.
Oh
The
god!
Real DJ Fruit Loops, hello, welcome. And let's see who else came in here. Raider Rich, hello. And I said, I waved to Andrew. And let's see, anybody else? B, hello. Hi, Day One. Traveling Pool said, I just wish I could be there to kick more field goals than Jim. I would even do it left-footed to keep it fair. Exactly.
Oh my god, it's just crazy, the ludicrousy of those guys. They make up shit, terminate you, and then try and get money out of you. Just
well, yeah, and then so I didn't watch the Rumble from earlier, but you were saying that X was like, oh, she could have just emailed me if there was a problem. Why should I?
Yeah.
Why should I have to?
Yeah,
you could have
because you
just
made it
actually
public.
taken my card out of your fucking system when you terminated me publicly, when you tried to shame me publicly, and like, what's that word that the Mormons do, like that disconnection, or like whatever the fuck it's called, you know what I'm talking about, where they like
when
they disassociate from you publicly and like make a big spectacle out of it. The Scientologists do it too. They call it declaring you a suppressive person. But it's like, that's what they tried to do to me, was like make a whole spectacle out of it. And then they didn't even remove my payment card. Like, I was just supposed to keep paying, even though you're telling everyone I'm not allowed on your platform. What?
Exactly. Exactly. It's just like crazy.
Excommunication. Excommunication.
Excommunicated.
Yeah.
That's it. So, can I ask a couple? Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Rondo, for the $4.99 super sticker. I appreciate it.
I love that face. Can I ask a couple of questions? Because I've been hearing about it a lot in the chats lately, and I really don't know much about anything about it. So, can you tell me how this works? Explain it to me like I'm 5. So they have credit card information on Stripe, and people are saying that Jim and X have all these people's credit card information and all their other personal information. How does that work?
I don't think that they have everything. Okay, so here's what I believe that they probably do have. I think that they do have information like you would typically get, like if you worked retail or something and someone pays with their card, you can generally see maybe first and last name, but since they run a platform like that, probably they could see the first and last name on the card, probably the zip code, and the last 4 of the card. I would assume that that's like a typical, what kind of information is shared with the vendor or whatever. So I don't think that they can see the full billing address and all that stuff. If they can, then Stripe is not as credible as they try to make it out to be. But I mean, I don't know. I haven't researched that myself, but nobody can put our new address out there. They don't know it.
Jim said someone was going to put your new address out there. Oh, yes, he did say that tonight. Yes, he did. That's right, Fumbler. He did go, oh, next week I'm going to put Danny's new address out. That's right, he did say that. I remember that.
Good luck. Hi, Bob. Welcome. Yeah, they have your zip code, though. That is the, and see, these are things that X has said himself, because when they like supposedly terminated those one people the very first time from Idaho or whatever, they knew that they were from Idaho, and they thought at first that it was Candace Cooley, and then they realized that it might be somebody else, or whatever. They change their stories all the time. But
right,
Jim said someone told them nobody can tell them my new address because nobody has it.
No, I don't even have it. So, exactly.
Yeah, that's the funny part. Like, I haven't forwarded my mail here, nothing. So there's no way that anybody, like, he's really fucking trying to, like, reach for straws here because, or grass-fed straws, whatever the fuck this saying is. I mean, good luck.
He is. I mean, God, go against them and say something publicly, that's inane. You're in trouble. You're in trouble.
They don't know shit. They don't know what my new job is. They don't know where I live. They don't know where my kid goes to school anymore, because everything is different. So
yeah, I don't know. Exactly. And so I suppose in a way I'm lucky. I'm 13,000 miles away, and our privacy laws are so tight. Jim would not be able to find out anything about me at all, so he might be able to find out my address, but my everything's under wraps because of my job. But he wouldn't be able to dox me, bring up my criminal history, my credit reports, what property I own, anything, because you're just not allowed to do that. So Jim's channel over in New Zealand would last, I'd say, a day, because that's all his content is doxing and bringing up people's criminal history. So he wouldn't last 5 minutes, So
good night, Bob.
Yeah.
Inky said, if you have a retail like Square, you have all the info connected to the card. We can also check what the balance is on that card by pre-authorizations. Just FYI, I don't know for sure what restrictions they have, but I have access. We're also liable if that information gets out, which they clearly don't give a shit. So
yeah, I wonder if there's some laws around that they're breaking.
I'm sure, But this is not new. This is a habit. Like, this has been going on for years and years and years in all kinds of different environments. It's crazy because for instance, do you remember a long time ago when the Troll Mafia did those videos or whatever about Jim? They exposed a lot of really good information that is actually
right.
I've looked into it. I looked into it outside of, just what they were showing me, and I did my own research, and I found all kinds of articles and stuff that backed this stuff up. And I never watched it back then because I remember Jim just acting like these people are just haters for this reason and that reason. And I was like, I'm not going to go and get involved in the middle of all their shit. And, it's not my fight to fight. So I never watched it. Then I did when they did all this shit to me. And I was like, holy shit. I mean, and little research, and you could see it.
And Kate's got Jim never took that seriously, but Kate's got I think she's got about 35,000 subscribers, and I watched a stream of hers where she was raising money for legal fees, and she literally got about $12,000 in one stream. So she knows her business.
Let me see if I could find the links to the videos. They're very interesting videos. because I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so here's one of them. I'm like, might as well link it since we're talking about it. And yeah, here's the other one. And there's the other one. Apparently there was a third one, but they ended up like reporting it or something. Yeah, straight out of high school scamming people. Like oh hey Benny B. So they Jim had done these like football camps for high school kids where he had told them that the purpose was, you know, they pay like $325 or something, and they do this little camp, and supposedly they're supposed to be like scouts from colleges and stuff, and one kid's supposed to be awarded a scholarship at the end of the camp. Like, I'm wondering if anybody ever got paid that out. And but it was during a blackout season where the colleges are not scouting for kids. So he basically lied to these parents who didn't know no better, and everybody paid him, and I'm sure that nobody got a fucking scholarship or, you know, accepted into any colleges or anything out of any of that because the scouts were not allowed to.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Like, it was during dates where they don't do that. It's called a blackout season. There's all kinds of articles in like either the Tampa Tribune or the Tampa Bay Times or something like that. But it's just like, I mean, and that was in the early 2000s. So this has been going on a long time. He clearly,
Wow.
and you can watch it even with the way that he comes up with things on his shows, like, you know, oh, we're going to auction off this hat. We're going to auction off these towels. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. He even had one show where he was like, you're all getting very sleepy. And he did this whole like hypnotizing deal. And
Yeah.
people literally started cash apping him, like, and super chatting him over and over and over, like if they were being hypnotized by him. And I was just like, are you kidding me? Wow. Oh, thank you so much, Inky. I appreciate you so much.
Oh, she's awesome. Yeah, you know, like, almost people might yell at me for saying this, but Jim is actually he's actually a very funny guy, and he's quite
Yeah, well, that's like day one saying, yeah.
yeah, and exactly. Sorry, I didn't even see that day one. But he could actually, if he decided to, I don't know, have years of therapy or something, I don't know, he could actually do really, really well in the entertainment business because he is very funny. But it's all the shady shit and nasty shit that just takes over. And
I think it seems to be a pattern to where it's like when people from the past or whatever start talking and saying like, hey, watch out for this guy because this is what he's done to us before, instead of just being honest and being like, look, I made a mistake, how can I make it right, I want to make amends, you know, like whatever, he denies. And so it just builds up that there's more and more people over time that have realized what kind of person he is. There's nothing wrong with making a mistake, but we have to be willing to admit that and learn from it and grow as a person, you know?
yeah, and I would have
But
a
when
lot
it's
more.
always someone else's fault or you didn't do it or they're lying, like you're never going to get better. And this is what happens.
Yeah, and I've had, as you know, I've had chats with Jim, off the tube, and we've had some really interesting chats, and he is actually quite intelligent as well. But he gets in his own way, and he's just, I don't even know what to say anymore. I've just, he's just an ultimate scammer who just goes around grifting, and and basically bullying people and threatening and terrorizing people. And it's kind of sad because he could do really damn well.
And he has the nerve to talk about other people's parenting, other people's jobs, other people's college education or lack thereof. I still have yet to see his college degree. He won't even address it. He'll talk shit that I was talking shit about it, but he never answered my question about what his degree is in because he doesn't have one. He's never had a real job. He'll talk shit about my man who works hard as fuck, like in the fucking sun, outside, in whatever weather that it is, you know, like doing real work for people, like shit that needs to be done. Like he totally has a trade and a skill. And Jim will talk shit about that, but he's never done anything even close to that, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Babe,
That is so true.
Don't make comments like that. That's rude. Don't insult kids with Downs.
Gemini. Oh, God, Gemini. Oh, God.
You're giving Jim too much credit, bro.
Yeah, maybe, maybe so, but also too, which is terribly sad, is he's got a daughter, you know, and he just denies all paternity of her. And imagine how that daughter feels. Oh,
a beautiful little girl too.
Yeah, I know.
There's nothing to be ashamed of or to run from. He collected all the money for a banner 6 months ago. No banner. Nobody in the OTT is asking where it is because they're afraid to offend him. Exactly. Didn't Kathy pay for 2 spots? One for her and one for Axel? For God's sakes, yeah, that's what, like $90?
But I'm still waiting. Yeah, I'm still waiting for them to come up with a reason why they haven't done it. At least they're not even addressing it.
I knew when they brought that up, like Jim was already starting to take little digs at me here and there. I knew, like, I don't even want to be on the banner, even if it was for free, because I had a feeling it wasn't going to last that much longer.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's just, I know, that's just, oh my God, this is crazy. It was just,
yeah, their dad did something. Their dad built something from scratch, not them. Actually, okay, so I'll give X a little bit of credit. I did go see his movie. I liked it, personally. I can't, just because I'm angry at them right now, I'm not going to, like, go back on the things that I've said. I liked the movie. And it had his name all over it, that he produced it and whatever, and I never saw the original. Everybody says that it's, like, that the first one he had nothing to do with, and then he took it and whatever he did, the second one was, you know, it was his shit. And if he made changes to it, they probably worked out really well and they were necessary, because I liked the movie, like I said. And he was really nice in person. Like, I'm really, really sad and disappointed by that one. You know, and I understand he has to defend his brother and all that. I get it. I would ride or die for my sister 100%, whether she was in the wrong or not, just because I love her and I have loyalty to her. But
yeah,
when the cameras were off, when nobody was listening, I'd be like, bitch, what the fuck are you doing? You know, and who knows what kind of conversations that they have in private. But I feel like he goes extra hard, though. Like, he doesn't just have his back. He, like, takes it to another level with him. And that's, you know.
Yeah, he does. He does. And it's a very weird sibling relationship. That's all I'll say. I've always had my suspicions about why X does what he does, but I will keep that to myself because, yeah, I actually have
speculation.
Yeah, it is speculation too, but yeah, it's just a bit, it's a bit bizarre, really. It's really a bit bizarre, but I just wish Jim would just stop being nasty about people and just, oh my God, I never know. Yeah.
He really has no right. He acts very entitled to say and do whatever he wants, and he has no right at all, you know? And I
No,
just don't get it.
no, he doesn't. He doesn't. And I think Rhonda's right. Like Mr. X, I think he really did like you. You and Mr. X got on so well, and
I
yeah,
liked when he would come on my show and we would talk about different things, and he knows the area where I live, and we would talk about, like, he was looking at a property around here somewhere, and I would tell him stuff that I knew, and like, we'd talk about like the movie industry or gambling. Like, I love that kind of shit. It was fun. But I remember when he first would come on my show and stuff when I first met them, and he would say like, that he didn't really like all the drama, and he was trying to tell Jim, like, Jim, we could just focus on the entertainment aspect. We don't have to, acknowledge and address every hater. We could just ignore it and blah, blah, blah. And Jim refused. And it's like, I wish that they would have went more in that direction instead of Jim's direction,
yeah, exactly. But it seems, do you find, you and I have been around the same amount of time, really? Do you find that it's getting worse? They're getting worse and worse?
Well, yeah, that's why so many people finally see it. Like, the mask completely slipped. Hey, Florida.
Right. Yeah. So they're kind of, what did you say? Clutching at straws now.
Yeah. And it's to the point where it's like, it's just, yeah, it's like any single person, the second that they don't agree, it's like, they'll take it, like, all that information. See what Jim was doing when he was acting interested in all of us. He was data collecting. He was storing it all away in the Rolodex. So then, even though he acted like when you would tell him something vulnerable about yourself, that everything was all good and he thought it was interesting or it was unique or it was whatever, then he would turn around the second that he doesn't like you or you don't agree with him. And then it's like, boom, he's gonna like use all this shit against you, and that's not right. That's not what people do. Like, when you're actually building some kind of like companionship or relationship, friendship, whatever, with somebody, you don't store their personal information away so that you can use it against them. Only a really sick person does that,
Yeah, absolutely. Or a person who's never had any healthy, emotionally healthy relationships in their life, really.
Yeah.
Because
And that's
people
true.
who,
He would burn everything to the ground just to get his way. But what's crazy is he'll burn his own shit to the ground in the process,
yeah, that's actually good.
Just
That's a good
just to
thing.
not give in. Yeah, like, just like for the fucking principle of it, like, just to not have to admit that he's wrong or something. Like, it's really dysfunctional, basically.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he
Imagine,
threatens
yeah,
people.
imagine what
But
it's
then
like living through something.
he cries about other people getting doxxed and shit when it wasn't even really like by definition a dox. You know what I mean? But he'll cry about what other people do, but then turn it right around and be like, "Well, I'm gonna dox your entire family." Okay, you know?
Yeah. Imagine, like, though, I kind of thought about
Hi,
this a couple of
RJ.
times, Danny, is that imagine what it's like living inside his head when you have to run from everything all the time, 24/7. You're always constantly on the run, avoiding serving papers, avoiding abuse, you just name it. Imagine living your life just constantly running from everything.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm like, you know what I should have pulled up? I should have pulled up the article. Like, I just have to say something because Jim called me a pedo because his reasoning for this, okay, is that I dated Doug at one point, who was arrested or whatever for or got in trouble for doing some hazing thing back in high school where they violated other boys on the wrestling team with a mop named Pedro. So, the truth of the matter is that Doug was not there that day. That's why his dad is in an article in the LA Times talking about how unfair it is, he thinks, that, for his son to be punished, and because the whole wrestling, everything was called off for the rest of the year that year because of this hazing incident that the other boys got involved in. And Doug's dad was talking to the newspaper saying, like, I'm really pissed because my kid has to be punished over some shit he didn't do. And apparently, from what his dad said in the article, there's validation that he was logged into like the computer in the library or something like that, to where he legitimately wasn't there during the incident. And anybody who reads the LA Times article would know that. But it's funny because Jim referenced this article and said that that's proof that Doug's a pedo, or that he was involved in this shit. Actually, it's quite the opposite, Jim. You obviously didn't read it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, there's a lot of people like AB, White Boy, like, we'll all give Doug a hard time about it because it's funny and it triggers him. But truth be told, he wasn't there, and he wasn't actually a part of that. And I've always said that in the chats or whatever, when people are talking about it, I've always said he wasn't there,
Yeah.
And so it's like, why? And then Jim said that he was going to call my son's school and let them know about all this stuff, that his mother is a pedo and hangs out with pedos. First of all, I haven't been around Doug in a long ass time. But second of all, the whole foundation of that argument is not a fact to begin with. And you're going to punish my son for some shit he has no idea is even going on? You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
And you see,
Thank you so much, Traveling Fools. I appreciate you.
Oh, I love that photo. It's so cool.
And
there lies the difference between you and the likes of Jim and X. We know you can't stand Doug, but yet you have the integrity to say, no, he wasn't at that event.
I'm not going to lie about the dude,
Exactly. Where you could just throw him under the bus and be horrible, but there's the difference. You've got integrity. You're like, no, actually, that's not correct. Whereas the likes of those two, they don't give a shit if it's correct or not correct. It's just gonna happen regardless of it's fact driven. And so, Danny, kudos to you. There's the difference between you and them. You have integrity.
Well, yeah, and fuck them for making me have to fucking stick up for Doug.
Yeah, well, that's true.
But it's the truth. So, I mean, I can't just say that, like, something happened that didn't, it's like, yeah, there was rumors that there was a this and that, and just fuck with them. But, like, in all reality, if you read the article, you would see exactly what happened. Yeah. And he wasn't there. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I know.
He might have a record for manufacturing weapons and for drugs and for, like eavesdropping, all kinds of different things are on his record. But any kind of violation like that is not one of them. Hey, Traveling Fools.
What is going on?
So this is the guy, the nicest guy on YouTube, who has no problems with anybody.
Well, everybody hates me. Everybody hates me on YouTube. I'm the most hated person on YouTube, apparently.
So. I doubt that.
Doubt it. Actually, no, Traveling Fools. Sorry, I've got to. I've got to make an apology to you. Actually, I went absolutely nuts at you one day on Mosh's channel about Marissa and abortions and terminations and all that, and I'm really sorry I spoke to you that way. That was
I don't even know what you're speaking of, but
well, I do remember it. It was uncalled for.
He was drinking that night.
Never. No, yeah, but I always remember everything. What did I didn't say anything bad about them.
No, I think it was just the usual. I don't know. I don't even know how to phrase it. Danny, help me out. It was just the usual drama and
What
Marissa
happened?
Mosh stuff. You know,
Right.
I
It's
was
all
in
good.
I was in Mosh's channel one night, and Marissa was talking about terminations, and I got a bit heated with Traveling Fools about something about it, and I was
It's
quite
all
right.
good. Bygones are bygones. Merry Christmas. I love you.
Oh, was he doing like the pro-life thing, and you were doing the pro-choice thing, and
I think it might have been about that, but you know, you've also got that heightened drama and always on that channel, so you know what I mean.
and then there was like the everybody conservative versus you and Marissa liberal thing, probably.
Yeah, I think so. Something
Yeah.
like that. Something like that.
I
I
could
can
see that. I could
Sorry,
see that
Traveling Fools.
happening, but you
So,
know,
Yeah.
bygones are bygones. Merry Christmas. Love you. You know.
Merry Christmas and love you. So
No.
yeah, I
Good.
wanted to I wanted to bring up something I saw on the Rumble show tonight. Do you mind if I bring it up?
Go ahead.
I saw a lady in that chat. I presume she's a lady. Name's
It's 2024. Don't presume.
her name was Social Dilemma. And she was trashing Twin and trashing everybody else who doesn't like Jim Terry. Now, I asked someone about her. I said, what's this? Because she was F this, F that, and, you know, real white trash. Well, not white trash, but anyway, she was feral. So I asked someone about her, and they told me, yes, that's the woman that was mad that her mother didn't leave the will to her, and she was complaining that someone in her family had dementia. And
Hold on 1 second, Pencil. It's okay, B. I don't have this show monetized, so it's fine.
Oh, yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Say whatever you want. I didn't click the monetization button, so I don't give a fuck. Say whatever you need to.
So anyway, I got told, she was the one that has someone in her family that's got dementia, and she can't be bothered caring for them, and she doesn't really care about them, and it's a pain in the ass. And she was saying all this other nasty stuff about people, and I heard that she said some really nasty stuff about her son. Well, Social Dilemma, if you're listening, seriously, lady, my father has dementia, and I want to spend every damn minute with him that I can. And I found your comments and what you say abhorrent, and you really need to get yourself educated and sort your shit out, because when someone talks like that, and someone talks like that in the chat, and what I've heard, you're a foul, foul woman. You disgust me. You absolutely disgust me. Calling people names, not wanting to look after people with dementia because you can't be bothered, and all the other shit. You're foul.
Well, I think she was pissed because her mom took her out of the will and left everything to her son in the will.
Well, that does not surprise me.
No, there is no excuse for what most people do. I took care of my grandfather and my grandmother when she was going through dementia at the tail end, and carried her around to that. Then I took care of my grandfather, and he went through that as well. And there's no excuse for that. But the one thing, and this is why I jumped on, is look, guys, all you're doing is giving credence to these haters by speaking of them and bringing up their names. Let's go into 2024. Let's go into 2024 and own this shit. We're all a bunch of talented people. We can all go in here and we can own this. We don't have to. All you're doing is giving them content by talking about it. So the best thing you can do is ignore it, move along. Let's create our own great content in 2024 and move forward and let's be something, you know? As soon as you talk about things,
I
that gets in the
usually
content.
do ignore stuff, but at the
Yeah.
same time, like sometimes, sometimes you just want to get stuff off your chest, like just to, especially
Well,
when I have like quote unquote receipts, I like to just get them out there because I don't say shit that's not true. You know
me
what I mean?
neither.
So if
Me
somebody's
neither,
going to
Danny.
challenge
Have
it,
you ever
it's
heard
like,
me?
well, here, I'm going to just drop the proof of everything that I have. And then, people could do with that what they want. They can ignore it and pretend it never happened. That's fine, but it's there,
Have you ever heard me say anything that wasn't true? Have you ever heard me say anything that 100% like, I'm not a liar, but I've heard a whole lot of horrible things about me lately that are 100% not true. And you know what? I don't give a fuck. If that's what they want to do, then they can go on and do that. That's fine. But moving forward, I don't really give a fuck about that because if I go do that, all they want, the reason they're saying those things is to drag you back in and drag you back in. You know who they are. Somebody shows their true colors.
the government.
Well,
Oh, wait,
well,
no, usually the shadow government. No,
no, but if somebody shows their true colors,
I'm
then
just
you know
kidding.
who they are. That's all they
Yeah.
need. They don't have content of their own. All they want is us. So fuck them. Move forward. Do your own fucking thing. Let's own 2024 and fuck all these goddamn haters. And that's all I got to say about that.
And I would like to ask everyone if they could vote for Tupac's hologram for president 2024. Thank you. No, that's a joke. I've been making these memes for years. Every election, I make a meme that says Tupac's hologram for president, just
Well,
because
it'd
I think
probably
it's
do us
funny.
better. It'd probably do us better.
That's why it's so funny to me, because I'm like, Tupac's hologram from the Coachella would probably be a way better president than
Oh my
anything
But
God,
else
right?
I've ever
I
seen.
would almost vote for who's that guy that wears the boot on his head? I would almost vote for him. He runs every year. Vermin Supreme. I would almost vote for that guy. He promises a puppy to
I don't
everybody
even
or
know
a
who that
pony.
is.
He promises a pony to everybody if you'll vote for him. And I would almost vote for him at this point. But
I'm trying
One
to find
day
something
he'll
in my
disappear.
email real quick. Hold on.
He'll
You two
disappear.
talk amongst each other. I'll be
Okay.
done in 1 second. Hold on.
hey, each
Okay.
other. That means you and I, sweetheart. What's up?
Yeah, I know, traveling fools. What are you doing for Christmas anyway?
Not a whole lot. Just probably chill out, enjoy the day. Go to midnight mass. We're gonna go to midnight mass. Do
Oh,
that.
cool.
Do that
Yeah,
deal.
yeah,
That'll be cool. Just praise God, I guess, basically,
yeah.
and that's what's important to me. Just being honest. How about you? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm not really doing much. It's going to be Christmas Day here in about an hour and a half. It's a bittersweet day actually because my auntie died on Christmas Day last year. But at the same time, she went out on her own terms traveling. She had seen 3 monarchs, being present for 3 changes of monarchs, and she said to my brother, I want to listen to the King's speech, not the movie, the King's first speech,
Right.
and then
Yeah.
I'm going to pass away. And that's exactly what she did. That's exactly what she did.
Well, good for her. And like I said, she went out with her boots on and blasting it out.
Yeah.
Went out with pride. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of cool actually. Or not cool, but you know what I mean. Like,
right. Well, you can cherish that for the rest of your life and be proud of that and be happy for that. That's cool.
I agree. Imagine seeing,
Hi, Kaylee.
3. Oh yeah, Kaylee. So no, I'm not doing much. I had Christmas with my family last week.
So where are you from? What part of the world? I mean, obviously I pick up on a British accent. Am I correct?
No, it is New Zealand. Kiwi.
New Zealand. Okay, it's hard to tell them apart, but Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I know for you, you're probably like, fuck you. You know what I mean? I don't mean any offense by that, but it's hard to tell those accents apart.
No,
I'm
I
just,
mean,
you, you ever see that thing, Florida man, that South Florida redneck that everybody tells their kids? to
Yeah,
stay
like
away
you could
from?
put in your
That's
birthday and
me.
then put Florida man, and then it'll like something
Right.
happened on your birthday with
oh
Florida
my
man.
God, I got
Right, that's
told
me.
that
I'm
by-
Florida man. I'm
yes.
Florida man, so you can blame it all on me.
I did. I got told to put Florida man in and your birthday, and it came up with this random thing.
My picture came up.
No, it was something. Oh my God, I was like, what? Really? Yeah.
So I want to put up something really quick that Org drew. And I don't know if you guys saw this on his page, but he is a mod and can put the link to it if he would like, so everyone can go give it a thumbs up. But he drew this beautiful picture of me.
I love Org. I love Org.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there's all my Egyptian stuff, my Eye of Horus, and then I got the cigarette in my mouth and the cigarette in my paw, because I'm like, half lion, half woman here. And then the guy in the background is supposed to be Gemini.
Where's Gemini? Right back there.
In the back
why
where it says why me.
Oh my God, Org is so talented.
Org did one of me too, which I thought
Really?
was really funny.
Oh,
Org did one of me too.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's awesome. I love Org.
Did you see this, babe?
I just saw it right now, and that looks nothing like me.
Sure it does. That looks just like you, babe.
No way.
No?
My hair does not go to the side like that, like Napoleon Dynamite.
You don't have bangs quite that well.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Look, I go over here over my head like an emo kid, all right? Like, I pray for death every day. No. All right. Nothing like that.
I would.
So this is Romeo, right? Right
It
down
is
here.
a dope ass drawing, though. I'm not gonna lie, that is a dope ass drawing.
Yeah.
Org's awesome. Big ups to Org. He's awesome.
Has he put them
I've
all
been waiting to
together?
see him in the chat so I could put it up. Like,
Yeah. Has he put them all together? I'd really like to see a video of all the
just sub up to Org and go to his community posts, and he's got him. He's got one of me. He's got one of.
Oh, okay.
I think he did 2 of Danielle, if I'm not mistaken. He's done multiple ones of all of us. Org's freaking awesome, man. I love Org.
Yeah, he is. He's a good guy.
He's a funny guy. He's cool.
He's dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
What's up, Gemini?
No,
You and
no,
I have never spoken. You and I have never spoken.
Not really. Not too much, right?
No,
Really?
not at all. Not at all.
No, we haven't actually.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Cheers, man. Merry Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas to you too, my man.
Yeah.
I'm like, where did Org go? He's just gonna disappear or what?
Who?
Org.
Is he?
Org.
Let me see.
Org
I
is,
wanted to share
Org
his
is always
channel.
around. Org is always around. He always pops back up.
Is he in chat? I didn't see him in chat.
He's always lurking.
Well, there's a link to his channel.
So he might be.
So if everyone, he has a bunch of drawings of a bunch of people on his community page.
Yeah, sub up Org. Everybody sub up Org. Go and like all those channels. He what do you call it? Caricatures. He does caricatures of us all. And it's really funny. It's really absolutely hilarious. And Org is
Oh my
a
god,
rock star.
there's new ones since the last time I looked. Oh my god, he has the chicken hat. Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, he's got a lot.
Everyone needs
He's got
to
a
go
lot
and look
going
at
on.
these. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a lot. If you scroll through his community posts, it's absolutely hilarious. He's got everybody from Jim Terry, Lincoln Kane, Me, you, Danielle, like
Betty,
everybody.
there's one of Betty
Yeah,
Hayward.
he's
Yeah.
got Buddy. He's got everybody on there. And it's awesome. Good for you, Art. You fucking rock.
He busts them out fast too. He'll be like, "Okay, I'm doing your picture," and then later that night, it's done.
Again, they're funny.
Thank you so much, Kaylee. I appreciate you. I'm so glad that Kaylee comes back around now. I mean, I'm sure she always came around, but she would just lurk. But I'm glad that she can actually go in the chat now and feel good about it.
So Danielle, what are your plans for 2024 with YouTube? Like hard facts. What's your plans? Let's hear it.
You know,
I got big ones.
Well, I want to take a lot of the topics that I've already done and I want to redo them without my shows getting interrupted and ruined, and tried to like be steered in different directions that I wasn't trying to take them, because I feel like I had a lot of good ideas and, you know, could have put out valuable information if it wasn't distracted so much on my shows when they actually happened. So I might kind of recreate a couple of things and make it a little bit better, you know. And what I really would like to do is put more time into my preparation for my shows. So I would like to create PowerPoints and, you know, different things to help illustrate what I'm trying to talk about. I think that would be a good idea for me. But yeah, I'm not organized at all.
Organization is a fun thing. Organization is a fun thing. I mean, if we want to do like
Said
good
no one
shows
ever.
on YouTube,
No, I'm just kidding.
if we want to do good shows on YouTube, I mean, we've really got to like figure them out right.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, like today I had all my stuff loaded and ready to go, and it made it so much easier, you know?
Well, I'm tired of like, I mean, how many people just throw a link out and say it's a show? That's not a fucking show. You want to make a show? Let's make a fucking show. So I've got a big plan going 2024. I've got a big plan going. That's why I emailed you the other day. And I said, hey, is this Danielle? I made sure you said, yep, ha, 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 you know, or LOL. But that's because I'm bringing in a thing and we're going to interview a bunch of people. We're going to have some fun. We're going to do these things and jump on. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm reaching out to a whole lot of people. And I want to bring in a weekly segment, and I want to bring in, it's going to be fun. It's not going to be a late night drunken thing. It's going to be like a fun, real conversations going on, interviews, blah, blah, blah. We're going to pull in some fun stuff, talk about some fun topics. So get ready.
You know, one of my favorite streams I ever did was where I went through just the basics of the 48 laws of power. And I really enjoyed doing that. And I think that my audience I had live enjoyed it as well. So I might even do more like, you know, book reviews and stuff like that. Like I would really like to do The Art of War next, probably.
Oh, that's a great read.
Good.
Most people have probably not read it. You know, one of the saddest things in the world is nowadays, especially the newer generations, they have not read books. They don't know literature. They don't know anything about any of that. And it's really sad. Everybody just Googles little topics, but they never actually read the whole thing. And it's really sad. The dumbing down of society has become very troublesome. And that's why we're left with what we have.
Yep, pretty much. But then again, I mean, one thing that I really like is how they do read the audiobooks or whatever on YouTube for a lot of things. Oh, because then I can listen to it while I'm doing other things. And for whatever reason, like I take in the information better when I'm listening than when I have to read it, because I get distracted sometimes while I'm reading, and it's like I'm skimming through the words but not really like absorbing the information. So
you want a really fun page that'll dive you in for the next 6 months so you can listen to something while you're working. Follow The Real Crusades History Okay, that's the channel name. The Real Crusades History. Follow that and watch those videos. Oh my God. You will learn it's unbelievable. Just do it. Follow The Real Crusades History on YouTube and watch those videos. And it's like the knowledge you will learn is unbelievable. It's so interesting.
What are you
That's
doing?
what I do. I'm such a fucking nerd. That's what I fucking do on YouTube. I work in my wood shop all the time, building my shit in my wood shop, and I listen to audiobooks and, crusade history and stuff like that. It's so much fun.
I like for a long time, but they don't really upload too many videos anymore, but there was like this Gnostic teachings channel that they have so many videos, and I would just listen to those over and over. Or What on Earth is Happening with Mark Passio. Like, he has such amazing content. Like, there's a lot of really good creators, and sadly a lot of them don't upload a lot of shit anymore, and that's like, it breaks my heart, because then I gotta try to find new stuff. Lately I've been watching like different this is terrible, it's so mindless, but like different celebrity gossip stories and stuff like that, just because I'm bored with like all of this bullshit that's been going on,
Danny, you're an intelligent mind. I dare you, go to The Real Crusades History and start watching that and tell me get your mind off that celebrity bullshit and learn some history. People always they're like, I play these trivia games, I go online and we host trivia and blah blah blah. People are like, how do you know all that? And it's like, yeah, because I'm a fucking nerd, because I'm listening to shit like The Real Crusades History. Like,
there's nothing wrong with that, bro. Like, I've been watching a bunch of stuff like that, like on like anything like Naki history, all that stuff. Like, what's wrong with that? It's good learning.
Well,
I watched all that Anunnaki stuff years ago, though. Like, I already watched all that. You know what I mean?
I still watch it. I still watch it because there's always new shit coming out. So I'm constantly keeping myself up to date with that stuff on the pyramids, everything. Like, people don't know.
We can't wait. We're going to go back to Indonesia soon. And I'm going to go to that new pyramid they found. What is it? Gunung Padang or whatever. I'm going to go there. I'm going to get video up. I'm gonna do that. They say it might be the oldest pyramid ever found in the world, and I'm gonna go get video of that. So that's cool.
Sphinx, my man?
Yeah, well, that's debatable, but I would like to, know more about that. I would like to see more about that. That is still a debatable topic, but
I've been
all of them are. Even the place I'm talking about going, that's debatable.
There's a lot of information on this new those two Sphinx, and there's one that's actually older than the Sphinx that we know in Egypt.
Right.
That dates it by far, and it has a temple behind it and everything. But people like to say, "Oh, it's a natural formation," but it's like, how do you get a natural form? Like, if you look at pictures of it, you can tell that is not a natural formation. That is a legit like.
But everything they've taught you is wrong. I mean, history is wrong.
Well, history is right to an extent. The thing is, they only tell you bits and pieces.
No. When I say history is wrong, history life as we've known it, human race has been a lot. Like, have you ever read Fingerprints of the Gods? Graham Hancock's.
Oh, hell yeah, I love that man.
You read that book and then get back to me, because. And I don't mean this like directed to you, my friend, but I mean out to anybody listening. Read Fingerprints of the Gods, and then get back to me. And literally read it. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like
that's a good book. Oh my God, that's a good book.
And then get back to me and look at these things. What we've been taught is not what is real. So I challenge anybody. Read the books, read the things, look at the logic in it, and let's go from there. It'll be a good time.
I think so.
So 2024, Let's move our YouTube pages forward. Let's all work together. Let's all have a really good time and leave all this goddamn 2023 drama way fucking behind us. Okay?
In that case,
That
Kaylee,
would be so cool, you know?
this is fun.
Danielle, I want to have you on our page. I want to interview you. I want you to tell all our subscribers what you are about. I want to come on your page and talk about what we're all about. I want to bring these other people in. You know what I mean? Let's make this fucking fun. Let's post cool travel videos. Let's post cool stuff of us going. You guys going to goddamn casinos, and I was there, and I'm watching you guys at casinos.
Do you know how much better footage I have that I make him video everything because his phone has a really good quality camera. And then I'm like, okay, babe, email me all this stuff and I'm going to edit together a video. And then I don't because I hate editing. And it's just like, I have so much stuff that like, I just have.
Have you watched our travel videos? Have you ever watched our travel videos?
No, I have not. I will be honest.
Well, you should. I mean, I go through, and a lot of them like don't pick and choose. Like even, yeah, you know, we've upgraded, and some of the even the new stuff is old videos. Some of the blah blah blah. But go look at some of the highly watched ones. You know, they're 4K. Fucking go buy a nice GoPro. They're not that much money. Go buy that thing. Film the footage, go out and do what I mean, spend the $20 and Epidemic Sound and get the background soundtrack.
I have Epidemic Sound.
Yeah, and use all that. It's not that hard.
Org wants to know, Traveling Fools, you got any ideas who I should draw next?
Oh shit. Who should Org draw next?
Babe, you're muted.
Well, I'm trying to think who.
Or just keep my likeness a little bit better. Otherwise, you're good.
Who should Org? I'm trying to think of what. Org gets around to a lot of communities, so I'm trying to think who Org.
I don't have an emo haircut, bro.
Org, have you done Harley Dad yet? Maybe you should do Harley Dad. That would be kind of funny. That would just piss everybody off and be even more fun.
What about Inky? You could draw Inky.
Oh, Inky would be great. Okay, there it is. Do Inky first and then do Harley Dad next. That would be great. Not Inky, Pinky, not Inky.
I met her as Inky. Actually, I met her as Tainted Ink, but Yeah, no, what about Fumble? Draw Fumble.
Do not draw me. I can draw myself, thank you.
Draw Fumble and Ruben and Pipe.
See, I don't know those people, so I can't do that.
Only thing I gotta say is
they're cool as hell. Let's see, where's the link to Fumble's channel, and we'll put it on there, and then you could get to know them.
If you ever draw me, or it has to be someone.
No, these people would probably hate me.
Actually, those three
they like you because of the whole any monkey could kick a football comment.
I hate being famous. That was just jokes.
Ruben in one picture would be really damn cool. Actually, I can imagine that would be epic.
They have a great sense of humor, though, so they like shit like that. You know what I mean? Because they should say shit that's funny all the time. And then whatever is said about them, like negative, they turn it into a joke. So, like, for instance, because certain people want to say that everybody over there is on meth. So in the chat, everyone will be like, pass the Pookie every so often, like, just to make a joke out of it, because it's like, what else can you do?
I did meth twice. I did it once, and I didn't. Well, I didn't wake up.
And then you watched the grass grow all night. No,
right? Exactly. It was like the most horrible experience of my life. And then, like 2 days later, I did it again. And finally, I went to sleep and said, "I'm never doing this again." This is absolutely horrible. Yeah, I don't like that nonsense. That's horrible.
Kaylee said, I told you last night I clipped it and sent it to my friends. Those are my friends I was talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I
It's
like
funny
Katie.
because
I
like
like
I stayed
Katie. I
away
remember
from that
talking to
channel
Katie.
for so long, but I love them over there. It's fun over there.
No, Katie's awesome. I talked to her last night. Yeah, she was great. Katie's great.
And Kaylee's doing big things with her channel for next year. I know, like, she just had actually a really good show where she interviewed a lady who wrote a book about the Chris Watts case. Like, she had actually spoken with him and wrote a book about it and stuff. And that was a really, really good show.
Kaylee's a smart girl. She's
Yeah.
a smart girl.
Yeah, she's a whiz.
She really is.
She was actually very, very personable, very intelligent, very well spoken, and I like
She's
that.
very wise beyond her years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's a baby millennial. Baby millennial.
So Danielle, here's my dream, and I want to create Coast to Coast. I don't know if y'all are old enough to know what I'm talking about.
I love Coast to Coast.
But I want to recreate Coast to Coast and do it live. And I don't know if I need to start a whole new channel. I guess that's what I need to do. But that is my point, is I want to recreate Coast to Coast, because George Norrie ruined it, but Art Bell, I grew up on Art Bell, and he is my hero. So
that would be cool. We need a new Coast to Coast. Yeah.
I think it'd be fun. And I think I could pull it off. I don't know if we need to do it from our travel channel. That's my problem. Do I need to start another channel or rock it from here? You know what I mean? It's like,
just make it a whole different playlist. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to start another channel. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I want it to be like our channel.
I hate when creators have 50 different channels with 50 different things.
Right.
It's like, we just have playlists where this one is like,
Right.
okay, here's this topic, here's this topic, here's that topic. Like, that's what I would prefer, because then I could find everything that creator does all in one place.
Right.
But they want to keep their topics separate. I don't get that.
Our YouTube channel is for fun. So I like being remonetized. It's nice to make money again. We remonetized and got 70 members in 2 weeks. That was great. And it's nice to be back being remonetized. But yeah, I don't want to I don't know. I'm just gonna do what the fuck I want with it, burn it to the fucking ground or whatever. So we'll see what happens. But 2024, we're gonna have some fun on YouTube. So get ready.
That sounds good.
You coming on? You gonna come on over here?
Yeah.
All right, cool. We'll do it. Join in. Well, join into the fun. I want to bring people from every different, like all these different communities. I want to bring everybody together, and people that don't like each other can go fuck themselves. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, you could have the Coast to Coast on certain days of the week, but with the same channel name.
Yeah, I really don't care. It'll be fun. We're going to have fun.
And it can still be traveling fools, because if you think about it, you're traveling to different places of, the YouTube universe or, the world, like by interviewing people from all over.
Right. It'll be fun. Get ready. You're coming on if you want to. I don't know. Maybe you don't want to. Maybe
you're
some people
a bowl day one?
Maybe some people that we're friends with won't let you come onto our channel. So, maybe you're not allowed to. So,
You tired, Pencil? You can interrupt us at any time,
Sorry. I know, I was just going to say I love watching celebrity.
Thank you, Richie.
YouTube shorts as well. They kind of dull my brain for a few seconds away from reality.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can
like
short it.
shorts.
I don't either. They're
I
mindless.
feel like,
they're dumb.
yeah, exactly. That's how I feel about it. Like Gemini over here, he's always like, "Look, babe," and he shows me like these Instagram videos or like, you know, YouTube videos, whatever, like the little shorts. But I don't really get them.
Well, they're mindless. They're dumb. They are basically feeding the masses of nonsense, and people just watch them and swipe through. I mean, sometimes I get sucked into the ones of the sexy girl playing the violin over and over again because I'm a violinist. But you know what I mean. Like I'll watch that one for like 20 minutes. I'm like, goddamn.
Going on right now where the girls like, what is that one bit? The one that was there when I was like flipping through my shit where the girls are sitting there dancing normal, then fucking the lights go off and you start doing all this crazy shit. It's like, dude, that's just annoying to see.
I keep telling him when he stops on it though to show me, I'm like, this is why it's gonna recommend another video like this to you.
Exactly.
Because you're spending time on it and the algorithm knows that.
And
my YouTube Shorts recommendations are filth. I'm not gonna lie about it. I mean, it's like, there might as well be girls on trampolines and nothing else going on. But I'm a man. I'm a man, so I can't help that.
That's cool. Actually, Danny, I'm gonna head off if that's okay.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for coming up here with me, Pencil.
That's all right.
Pencil. Yeah, you are absolutely awesome.
Oh, thanks, Traveling.
No, honestly, I mean that. You're a very well-spoken woman, and very clear-minded, and I appreciate that. So nice.
You know what I love about Pencil? We talk on the phone for hours and hours, then we have the best discussions. And we have completely different views when it comes to like politics and things like that. And we can hear each other out and like have a civil discussion where there's no arguing, nothing. And I absolutely love that about her. And I think that people, they find out she's liberal and then they judge her based on that, but they don't realize that she's an open-minded person though at the same time,
There's beauty in that.
Thank you so much, Stumpy. I appreciate the $20 so much.
That does crack me up because I saw in a chat yesterday, oh, she's the liberal one. And I wasn't even talking about politics. I was just talking about goats or some damn thing. And it just made me laugh. She's the liberal.
Well, there is very much beauty. Pencil, you have to understand there's very much beauty in that. If everybody agreed on it's like rooting for a football team. If everybody rooted for the same team, it would really suck. You have to. It takes all kinds to create a village. So,
and you learn things by talking to people who have different views, as opposed to echo chambering your own thoughts.
I know that's what I love about Danielle. Was she? We do have differing opinions on things, but I'm like, oh my God, I never thought about it.
It doesn't mean your opinion is wrong. It means that you have an opinion, and we can all come to like intelligent conversation. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Yeah, like she's against the death penalty, and I think we should have a public guillotine right in the middle of the street.
Exactly. I'm right there with you, Danielle. Off with their fucking heads,
But it is funny though because honestly, Traveling is funny because Danielle will go, "Oh, we'll just ring each other and I've just got to talk to you quick about something." 2.5 hours later, we've covered insects, politics, crime, children, you name it. It's never a 20-minute conversation.
Hey, you'll like this. My great grandmother, I remember being a child, she was raped and murdered, and it went to the Supreme Court. The case did. It was actually a huge case, and they finally in 1994 fried that motherfucker. And I'm pro death penalty.
Oh my God!
And that's 100% fact. You can look it up. It went to the Supreme Court, It went
Yeah,
it went to the whole thing because this son of a bitch came in there and raped and murdered my great grandmother when I was a child. And I
that's
am
horrible.
100% death penalty. I remember in 1994 when I was a senior in high school, when that son of a bitch finally fried. And they took it, his lawyers took it to the Supreme Court and did all this stuff. And it was like, yeah, roast you son of a bitch. So, yeah, I don't mean anything, but that's my stance on that. So,
Yeah, I know. I'm used to that. It's okay. I'm not offended. It's okay.
it's personal. Well, it's
It literally
personal at
is
that
okay.
point, Like if somebody did something like that to you, I mean, you just, I don't want to say on Danielle's page, but you just, yeah, would just be done with that. But when it goes to the courts and they're in the system, then, you just have to sit back and wait.
But then again, when
Yeah,
it's like, what if somebody's innocent though? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Then
No,
it's
I
like,
agree with. No, this was like clear cut. I mean, people
yeah.
watched this person come out of his
Exactly.
house. I mean, it was like cut and close.
Yeah.
Wham, bam. But it went to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court even like shot him down after their like fifth appeal, sixth appeal.
Yo.
It went to the Supreme Court, and finally, we got our family finally got our justification, and like burned.
Actually, Danielle, that's we should actually do a stream about it one night and kind of not about about the death penalty and the pros and the clearly there's the pros and the cons, and you can say it from your point of view, and I can tell you from my point of view, and
that would be great. I would love to have a show where both sides are highlighted. Yeah,
I would love that, and I'll come on, like, do it early. I'll come on sober and have like a real conversation. Well, you know what I mean. It's late at night right now. I'm drunk. Okay, I'm not denying that fact. So
because it is a very interesting topic, and there's a lot of interesting facts about the death penalty that I
could probably bring on like a couple family members that went through this with me as well. I've got other I've got a whole studio right here. I can bring on more people. I mean, I can bring on 4 people right here, right now, in the studio. They could be live with us and talk about this topic.
Stumpy. Deep penalty.
Yeah, that's how I talk, you see. Yeah.
Deep penalty.
Penalty.
It's an interesting topic, though.
That's how I must sound to him. Exactly that. That's funny. Excellent. Okay, guys, I'm gonna fly now.
I'm right behind you.
See you later, Pencil. Love you.
Thank you, Danielle. Love you too. Thank you, Gemini.
Pencil, it was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, good to meet you.
Merry Christmas. God bless you.
Have a good Christmas, you all. Have a nice night,
you
afternoon, day, whatever. Well, thank you. And panel. Oh my God, see, I'm losing my mind. Chat. Yeah. Have a good Christmas.
Have a good night.
She's a sweetheart. And what a nice lady.
I love Pencil. Nice. She's one of my favorites for sure.
All right, so can we try your boyfriend now? No, I'm just joking.
Oh, hey, you know what? Hey, you know who you look like to me?
All right, you want to start this shit with me? Hey, get ready, brother.
No.
I am the Illuminati.
Like, I think you'll find this funny. I'm not gonna lie, but this is who you look like. This is who you remind me of every time I see you.
That's a good-looking man. Wait, who is that? He's still pretty good-looking.
This is
Kevin Durand from Austin.
Kevin Durand, the actor.
I'm not sure who that is, but he looked like a pretty good-looking guy, so I'm not like that offended.
Oh yeah, he's a good-looking guy, but I'm saying like that's who you remind me of every time I see you. I'm like, oh dude, like, am I talking to an actor right now? No,
I'm just this goddamn. I'm just this guy with a fucking microphone that likes to shit talk on YouTube and have a good time. I mean, really, that's who I am. I've pissed a lot of people off, unfortunately. I've made a lot of friends, fortunately. And you know, you guys are friends of mine, so I love you to death.
I always
And
say
2024 is going to be fun.
a point.
2024.
Babe, you need to talk into your mic.
Do I?
Yeah, because you start moving around and then we can't hear you.
Oh, my bad.
Especially when you got, yeah, especially when you got this guy with his like fucking
All right, how's that? Is that
$10,000 mic in his face? You know what I mean? And his face for radio.
My face for radio. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Yeah, he's got a face for radio.
I got a face for radio. Thank you so much.
That's a face and the voice for it. He could be doing like those commercials.
No, babe, think about it. If you tell someone you've got a face for radio,
I'll be selling used cars
radio
by tomorrow.
I know, but I'm saying he has that voice for like movies back in the days. You know, like one man, one mission.
2 girls, 1 cup.
He only has one job. Arnold Schwarzenegger this summer is
Danielle.
How do you do the balloons?
Oh, so you want to know how we're going to do the balloons?
All right, so check it out, Danielle. Check it out, Danielle. All you got to do is go. Wait, see, it's not working. Oh, wait, I got to switch. All right. Why is it not working? See, now it doesn't work. This is the problem. This is why you don't do it. Oh, there you go. There's your balloons.
Okay.
There's your balloons.
I'm like,
So I can give a thumbs up.
mine doesn't do it.
See, I got a thumbs up. Now, if I give 2 thumbs up, wait, we got to stop. We got to reboot.
Do the voodoo magic.
See the fireworks.
Got
See the fireworks going off like a motherfucker. Right
I knew
there.
those fireworks between us.
You gotta be using an Apple device, you know.
Oh, I don't do that.
Yeah. Well, I don't have an Apple phone, but I do like, because of editing purposes, I have a Mac computer to do that, and that's what I'm streaming through right now. And you have to have that to do those cool things like giving me a thumbs up.
I don't know. I have a Samsung laptop. It's touch
There you
screen.
go.
I don't know. It was like $2,000, but
Well, the only good thing I ever got out of the Kung Flu was buying a nice upgraded
that's
Mac.
when I bought my laptop too.
Exactly. Thank God for the Kung Flu.
That
I caught
unemployment money, right?
We caught the Kung Flu, and I swear to God, anybody who wants to tell me I'm lying, I got so sick in. It was like October, like the end of October, November. We were there. We were going to China, and oh my God, we went from China. Then we went to Thailand. And left Thailand, and by the time we got to Indonesia, we were so fucking sick. And then we finally made it back to the U.S. And it was like, oh, this new thing. So everybody teases me and says that we brought it here, but it's like. But I was already well by the time I made it back. But I had a cough for like 2.5 months. I mean, I've never been so sick in my life. I
got it one time and it was terrible. I thought I had it at one point, but I actually had a freaking really bad kidney infection, and I had to get 2 bags of blood and shit. I had to get a whole blood transfusion.
Why is it women always get these kidney infections?
They They told me
It's
I didn't drink
always
enough water because
yeah,
I
well, it's
used to
always
never
women.
drink
It's
water.
always women. The urinary tract
No, it
same
wasn't a
women.
UTI. You know what, though? I had no symptoms of like a UTI or anything. I had no idea. I thought I had, the zombie virus. But that when it was during the time where it was really hard to get the tests and stuff, like all the stores were out and everything. So I ordered some to my house. It took
Have
like
you
4
actually
days to get
taken? Have
there,
you
and then it was
actually taken the
negative.
test? Have you
I've
actually
taken a
taken
bunch
a
of them.
test?
And
I've
I
never
got
taken one. I've
they did
never
like these
taken one. I wouldn't begin
experimental
to.
they did these antibody tests where you could get like $60 gift cards and stuff for taking them and like
Yeah,
to see if you
no.
had the antibodies, and I came back negative for that, and then me and my son both did it the second year. It was like a thing that they did for Los Angeles County, like some research study
Y'all are
thing.
out. Yeah, y'all are out west. That's what.
Yeah. And I was like, cool, I'll do it. And I would have swore like I probably had it because I had gotten the flu and stuff and I was really sick like right before the whole pandemic thing happened. But I didn't have the antibodies, so it took me like a while
Remember
to
when I
actually get it. But
remember when I said it was a South Florida redneck? I went to Club La Vila in the 90s and swam in that pool. I wasn't worried about viruses. So if you swam in the Club La Vila pool in the 1990s, the last thing you're worried about nowadays is a virus. So Florida man for the win. I've never had more fun than I wish the Kung Flu would come back. I wish everybody would hide away again and I can just
wasn't
do
it
whatever
great?
the hell I want to do. Because the bunch of pussies hiding away and doing their whole thing. It was great. I mean, my wife and I, we
The
were
traffic was like non-existent.
nothing going
You
through
go to
airports.
Vegas and there's like nobody in the fucking casino. It was amazing. I went
I've
to
got a
Vegas
picture
like
of
5 or 6 times that year.
yeah. We had a picture of my wife and I in South Beach in Miami, and I mean, it's like you'll never get a picture of South Beach, Miami, with nobody in the background, but we had tons of them. It was fucking awesome. I mean, it was like it was golden. None of these fucking everybody's hiding in their houses and all this shit, and it's like, let's have it. And on Twitter, it was so funny. People were like, they were posting travel pictures to like the whole time. And people were like, "You're killing my grandmother." It's like, whatever. We're not doing nothing. Are your grandparents here? Your grandparents are here in Miami with us. All right, cool. It's so stupid.
Yeah, I thought the pandemic was fun. I liked
I
how
loved it.
everybody,
I
like,
wish it would come back.
didn't want to have contact and stuff, like that they were all scared. It was great.
Right, those close talkers, those people who like the close talking, and they were gone. Like everybody.
People started washing their hands.
Oh, imagine that! Imagine how stupid a society had to be to realize that they had to wash their hands. What? Oh, Jesus!
Right?
Christ. It took the plague to do that. Yeah. It was funny as hell. I loved it then. It was great. I loved the plague.
But I
Bring
remember
back the
though,
plague.
at first, I was legitimately scared for like a week, like when it first happened. And I remember I went grocery shopping and I came home and I had this whole process of how I was like trying to keep my groceries sterile. Like I wiped
Remember when
everything
people
down
were
with
like
Lysol
wearing
wipes and put them from one bag to another bag before I took it in the house. Like, dude, my boyfriend, he lives with me now. He knows like how much of a clean fucking freak that I am and how I Lysol everything every single day and stuff. And so you can only imagine my anxiety was like through the roof, thinking that there's like that I'm gonna touch like a box and it's gonna have like this microscopic thing I cannot see on it.
Remember how people were so dumb they were afraid to get their
Yeah,
mail?
Stumpy,
They're like,
you don't wash
I'm gonna
your
leave the
hands.
mail. It's like, you bunch of fucking idiots. Jesus fucking Christ. You would go there and you watch people pumping gas and they'd have like, dollar store bags on their hands, pumping gas everywhere you went.
Well, but you know what's funny though? There's still people that go around with gloves on, but then they're touching the stuff in the store with the gloves, but then they're pulling their debit card out with the same gloves. So it's like that kind of defeats the purpose.
The whole thing is fucking ridiculous. Jesus Christ.
Sorry,
I didn't buy
Stumpy, that was
into it then.
offensive
I'm
to you
not
since
buying
you don't
into
have
it
hands
now.
to wash.
Yeah.
It's just people drive their car by themselves with a mask on.
Yeah, I know the people
Yeah.
in the car with the mask is
It's like,
absolutely
You're in
beautiful.
the car by yourself. Why do you still have
Especially
a mask?
if they're in a Prius.
My car.
I can't. I know. I can't smoke with a mask on though, so that I could never really get on board with that.
My grandmother
meshed.
told me this. Okay. My grandmother told me this. I remember during the plague. My grandmother, she was like, and she has great grandchildren, and we were all like, I mean, obviously, like when the whole thing started, and she was like, screw that. She was like, I lived through the Depression. I lived through the World Wars. You know, like on and on. She says, if I die from hugging my great grandchild, then so be it. Quit being a fucking wuss. She didn't say fucking.
That's
yeah,
gangster
obviously
as
she would
fuck.
never. And that's what my grandmother said. She was like, get over here and give me a hug. If I die now because of this, then I'm gonna. You know what? She's still alive. She's still alive right now. She's
I think
gone
that
through.
also
She's
that
almost
fear
100.
frequency,
She's
like
almost
that,
100.
it attracts sickness though. Like when you're living in fear, your body is in a frequency where your immune system is not working like to its optimal abilities. You know what I mean? So I think that attracts sickness, like personally, you know, just an opinion. I'm not a, medical professional, but I think that just having a really easygoing, carefree attitude is, better for your health. It really is,
Well, that was her. And that was her. I mean, she was like, I'll go out right now, but I'm not going to not hug my great grandchild because of some nonsense going on thing. And that was my grandmother. She's like, if that's what kills me, if hugging my great grandchild kills me, then
so be it.
I'm yeah, exactly.
And that's why she's still here.
She's still here right now. She's been through heart cancer. She's almost 100. So and she's still rocking. That's
a long time to be alive, though, in this prison planet. I'm just saying.
I hope I make it that far, but then again, I don't.
I don't.
No, hey, check this out. I was watching some crazy shit just the other night. Like this security guard at a hospital was, sitting at a desk, and this is like 3:00 in the morning, sitting at his desk doing his job, and you see the doors, they just open up by themselves, and he gets up with his little clipboard, walks up, undoes the little rope that's right there, and he looks like he's talking to someone, taking down information and stuff like this, right? And then he lets the person go through, even tries to get them a wheelchair, and they denied him, and they just keep walking, go to the elevator and go up, and they never were seen again after that. Now, when they look at the videotape, there was no one there. The door's open for no one. The guy's sitting there talking to no one the whole time and offering a chair to no one the whole time. But the name he took down was the name of an old lady who just passed away a day before that happened.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. She just said, "Oh, I left some stuff. I need to get it real fast before I leave."
What were you watching? Like Unsolved Mysteries or something?
No, just ghost stories, and like they actually have the
footage. He's going down that rabbit hole.
Footage of the guy
he's going down that YouTube rabbit hole,
taking all of the information and everything, and it was just like it was crazy. Then he found out, like he saw the video of him not talking to anyone, the doors opening to no one, him taking down a name of someone he did not know, and then come to find out she died a day.
See, this is why I want to start the Coast to Coast. This is why I want to restart Coast to Coast. Not George Norrie, because George Norrie ruined it. Then it was Midnight in the Desert, and then Arabelle died, and that horrible lady pulled it over. But we can get callers like you to come in there and tell us about all this stuff. And we can have a really good talk. And we'll let you talk about all that all night long. This would be great.
Do you guys remember like the Unsolved Mysteries, and they would have the people that spontaneously combusted? Like that shit used to scare the fuck out of me.
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
like,
Did
oh
you
my
used
God,
to
how do
worry
you do
about
that?
blowing up as a child? Yeah, I did.
It just
really
always
like
would. I'd be like, I gotta turn this shit off because it would just give me like a weird feeling inside my chest. Like I would feel like I was starting to get hot and stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't watch this no more.
Well, I
See,
mean,
y'all are a lot younger than me, but you know, I grew up on an AM radio, which was fun, you know. But you're seeing this now, and there's a big bring back to this because I think people's mindsets are going to come to a full circle and go back to wanting to hear this cool stuff. There was nothing better than Art Bell Coast to Coast on Halloween night. I mean, that was like the coolest fucking thing you could ever fucking listen to in your whole entire life was Art Bell on Halloween night. And I want to bring this back. I want to bring back fun things to YouTube and bring in curious people that want to talk about fun stuff. I think it'll be a great time.
Yeah, I could talk about some shit, like some paranormal shit too.
Yeah.
That I've experienced.
Ditto.
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm like, I had a friend that she.
You had a friend?
I
wish I had one.
Right? No, but she how do I put this? Unalived herself, but I saw everything. Like she literally came to me and like showed me exactly what happened. And I was able to ask and confirm that what I saw was what really happened. And it freaked the shit out of me. But that, I mean,
well, save these stories. Let's make them big. Let's make them.
Yeah,
big.
I'm just
I
like I could talk about things like that, you know.
Yeah, I sent you an email. You guys, come on! I want to interview you. I want to do some cool interviews. 2024. We're leaving all this drama behind us. Okay, so take your channel. You've got a good channel. You're a beautiful young lady that has lots of possibilities as far as growing this channel. I'm sorry you got a goofy looking boyfriend. I love you, brother. I'm just kidding. I love you, brother. I gotta take those jabs.
Yeah,
I'm a shit talker. Talk shit back to me. Yeah, you know me. I like it.
I got a sense of humor. Don't worry, man. You're good.
Leave all this goddamn drama. Like, let's make it a point. Leave all this drama. Don't buy in to these other people making the only reason they have channels is because of you. And you are creating their content because of your rebuttals to their ridiculousness. Move your own channel forward and do what you want to do. And fuck all these people. They talk shit about you. Don't respond. Don't do anything. Just keep moving forward with what you're doing. Then they have nothing. They're only winning if you are rebuttaling. So that's my take it or leave it. But you want to grow, you want to become something big. Let's do it. Holler at me anytime.
There's just something super gratifying about putting the proof out there. That's all.
Yeah, there's something. There's something funny about
and do the drama shit. I won't do that unless I actually have something of like substance to show. You know what I'm saying? But like how
I like going when people fuck with me. When people fuck with me, I turn into, well, I'm just gonna slow talk you here for a minute. And drag it out and just annoy the ever living shit out of people. And it's absolutely fucking hilarious. I love trolling. I love having like fun with it. I have no beefs with anybody, just to be honest, because I really don't care about that. I don't hate any of these people. Everybody's got their own thing they're doing. I really don't care. But I'm not feeding them any more of my content to them. I'm going to move forward with my content. And I would love for people like you guys, people like Pinky, people like, and I can name a bunch of other people, but I would love for people like you guys to jump in there and say, hey, let's do something cool. And fuck.
I think it's funny at this point when talk shit. It's like, I love when narcissists give me my supply.
Right, but don't give it to them back if they have a bigger.
No, because usually they say, that whole concept of like narcissistic supply, like, you know what I mean? So when you have a reaction to them or whatever, it's like you're giving them supply. It's like, no, they're giving me supply with their bullshit.
I'd like to burn them all to the ground. I would love to burn them all to the ground right now, but I'm not going to do it.
If I only could, I'd set the world on fire. No.
But I won't do it unless they're standing in front of me. And that's my point. I hate all these, like, this person says this on their stream and this person says this on their stream. Blah, blah, blah. Man the fuck up. Grow some fucking balls. Talk to me like a fucking man. Come to me right now.
Some people are not capable of that, though.
Well, none of them are. They're all fucking pussies. They don't have real lives. They don't have any of that. And that's why they have a YouTube channel. And that's why they hide behind that. I mean, think about people who make YouTube. I don't give a fuck about YouTube. Burn my YouTube channel to the ground. Throw it away. I have real friends in my life. And wonderful, real friends, real family, real everything like that. It's the people who don't have that make it all about YouTube.
I've made a lot of good friends, though, on YouTube.
Well, no, I have too. I don't mean that in that way. But it's the people who think that they're huge on YouTube. It's like, you got fucking 4,000 subscribers on, and this is your life, and they make it their whole life. I'm going to go live every night. And this is my life, and this is my blah, 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 blah. It's like, you're a fucking loser.
It's draining, though, to sit here in front of the camera the whole time and shit. Like, I don't know. Like, for me, once a week is good, Well,
I'm a beautiful motherfucker with a sultry goddamn voice. Everybody likes looking at me and talking to me, but, I like turning the pot of hatred.
Yeah, everyone likes me for my voice too, Yeah,
exactly. It's all about your voice. It's all about your voice. No, you are an intelligent woman, though, and I always like talking to you. I'm gonna let you go at this point. I'm gonna bounce out of here. I'm gonna go to bed because I think I should have probably done that like at least 20 words ago.
Well, thanks for coming up.
No, 2024. Let's put some shit together. Let's have some fun. Let's
that you got the right email, so just get a hold of me and let me know.
Yeah, exactly. Just next time I email you, don't put LOL, okay?
I said, yeah, it's me, LOL, because I was giggling when I wrote it.
I know. I always make women laugh.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I always told people that. Like a lot of young people, they're like, well, how do you meet girls? How do you do things? And the number one thing is keep them laughing. Keep them laughing, and they'll like you. And that's the number one hint to all you young guys out there listening. Just keep fucking laughing. They'll like you. All right, great to meet you there.
Have a good night.
Mr. G. Love you guys.
Gemini guy.
No, that's funny. Gemini, great to meet you. Love you guys. Danielle. Hey, and Merry Christmas. God bless.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Okay. I'm not trying
Merry
to make
Christmas,
an awkward.
Kwanzaa.
I'm not trying to make like an awkward thing. I've got 3 screens going right here, right now. I'm trying to find the goddamn mouse to where I get the fuck out of this thing. God bless y'all. Love you. Merry Christmas. Ho ho.
He called us.
And then there was 2.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Kelly Dime. Long time no see. So yeah, so I feel better now that I got all my shit out, and then everybody was laughing and everything was like, you know, on a positive note now. Huh?
I was about to say, you've been constipated with this information for a while now.
I know. I've been holding on to it for the right moment. Timing is everything. I tell you this all the time. Timing is everything.
It is,
Sometimes it's okay to sit back in silence and wait, you know? Because you still have that information available to use at your disposal when the time is right. You know, sometimes if you do something or say something too soon, it's not received the same way as it is if you just be patient and wait.
Yeah.
I'm not patient with many things in life, but I can be patient with that kind of stuff, you know?
I tend to like to
I'm a Scorpio rising, that's why.
I tend to like to let people put their own foot in their mouth, but then again, I have my occasions where, yeah, I put my own foot in my own mouth. But I can back my shit up. There'd be the difference.
Yeah. So, I'm like, anything you would like to talk about, babe?
What would you like to talk about?
I'm pretty much done talking.
Well, we've had a good night. I mean, everyone's been good. We were moving.
Yeah, chat was fine. Like, I only had to delete one comment.
Who was that? Oh.
The one I accidentally threw up on the screen for like 0.2 seconds, and I was like, don't do that.
Well, I meant to say fish, but yeah.
I'm all that one where you insulted children. No.
Hey, I apologize for it. The comments in there. I apologize for it. She never.
It's okay. I know what you mean. Yeah. So anyways, so I think I'm going to end the stream. But thank you everyone for coming, and yes, that's my husband. He's just in the other room.
Oh, in the garage.
It's cool.
I'll be in right now. I'm coming for
Okay.
that. Yum.
Oh, Jesus Christ, this fucking guy. So, thank you everyone for coming, and I appreciate all of you who are here, and I appreciate everyone who gave me super chats and super stickers. So we had Rhonda Hauser, Inky, Traveling Fools, Kaylee, and Stumpy. I appreciate all of you so much. And Merry Christmas Kwanzaa to everyone. And I hope you enjoy your holidays, whatever you celebrate. And I will see you guys again soon. I'm going to try to come back like once a week how I was before. So I don't know what day yet, or, you know, might just be like whenever nobody else is on and there's, you know, I have something to say, I'll just pop up. So if you haven't hit the notification bell, please do that so that you know when I'm live. And I will see all you guys later. Have a good night.